guys, it's Pete and Roxy here, and we are doing a update on our Galactic X series involving UFOs, ETs, life beyond Earth. So Pete and I often sit and chat in our house and have a cup of tea, and sometimes I start getting downloads, or Pete will get a download. And just the other day, it's been made very clear to us that our involvement and the reason for setting up this series is to share life beyond Earth with light beings, and secondly to that, our Galactic Peace mission, purpose for Pete and I to be on this Earth. And I'm sure there's other humans on the Earth that have this role as well. It's very defined by the ETs that we are working with at the moment that are around us. We have a council of light beings around us that are here to support the evolution in consciousness. And basically Pete and I are the ground crew to support the evolution of consciousness, raising frequencies here on planet Earth, and to help be the tool to communicate this to humans. In a relatable way, because we are just mums and dads. We've got children. We're not military background or government background. We're everyday people helping other people to evolve. So the mission is quite clear. It's Galactic Peace. Mother Earth has been dragged down into a 3D density, and now it's time to be helping her move back up into a 5-dimensional space. And this is a consciousness space where we look at life a little differently, to the density, to the egos, to the accumulation of more and me, her. And a 5D consciousness is basically, no ego, no density, gifts and abilities, and unity consciousness. And forward to that, the unity consciousness goes beyond the Earth, and it plays with all of the other universes and galaxies here, that we can communicate with. And all of the ETs and light beings have come to Earth at this time to help. Mother Earth has sent out a call to the universe to help, for support, and all of the galactic ships are in and around Earth at this point in time for support for the light workers, for anyone that is evolving and raising their vibration to be able to communicate with the ships. Now, the ships that we're working with at the moment have said that our mission now is very defined. Now that we're in communication, it is Galactic Peace. So we wanted to share that with you guys, because originally we just thought we would be selling some courses to help people grow and expand in this space, meditate and connect to source, connected to higher intelligence, drop density and heal and become the best version of themselves. It's all in alignment with the mission, but the end goal is Galactic Peace.
When you do elevate your consciousness and you do change your brain activity from day to day, so you're living less in a reactive and more in a flow state, it makes a big difference in your openness and your connection to source. So initially we thought we'd just be connecting with our higher self, getting stronger intuition, being more relaxed and living in flow. But as we got to that state, Roxanne started to come out of meditations and go, oh my gosh, I'm getting visited by these beings, these light beings, and they're talking to me, they're giving me symbols, and it's getting stronger. And this is how this has sort of evolved, and it got stronger and stronger. And it's like the uncovering of a natural ability. As your pineal gland and your third eye opens and you learn to train your brain. It's like fitness. The more you do it, the fitter you get. So you train your brain to connect and to be open. The more things we are all capable of being able to pick up on. This is something which certainly we were not born with, and that we saw glimpses of all through our life. This is something which we've been able to discover and unfold, lying latent within ourselves, and I would suggest would lay latent within everyone if they sought to explore and to work on themselves to be able to raise that vibration up. The awakening process of clearing away the density, working through the pain, the trauma, the false beliefs, the things within us that drag us down and make us miserable, and then embracing elevated concepts of compassion, kindness, being the observer, exercising wisdom and understanding through experience, and being able to have empathy for other people, and to just to be a better version of yourself, and then sort of therefore a better human. That is what we were working towards and moving towards, and these other things kind of come in on the side, and we weren't expecting that.
But the feeling we get when it came in was very excited, and because it was so profound and different, we just totally connected in with it. It was really interesting.
Yeah, and guys, now one of the things I wanted to mention in this clip today is that we do a lot of research and we watch a lot of things, and some things we resonate with and others we sort of, realize that people are going in a different direction. But it's got to do with this idea of ETs versus light beings versus, what are extraterrestrials, what are the different dimensions, how does it all work, and then how do we respond to that as human beings, as the human race? Because I'm seeing, and we're both kind of coming across more and more, a certain line of disclosure, right? It's coming from the military side of things. The military's doing disclosure, right? You see the New York Times article, you're seeing people coming forward, getting interviewed actually on the behalf of the military, saying, this is our stance on it all. And I want to just make a comment about the stance on it all, because a lot of the concepts being used, and they're right up front, they're going, yes, we have been reverse engineering for many, many years. Human beings have a natural tendency to want to explore and make things better, and to invent and continually evolve and process, and something's very unique to us as a species. As soon as we've created, you think of the best Apple iPhone you've ever gotten, as soon as you think, this is as good as it could ever get, 2 years later you're like, oh, that one, I can't wait for the new one because it's got this thing and that thing, and we just progress so much faster. They're talking about how, while we're not getting told all of this, this is going on with reverse engineering and energy systems and on propulsion systems. And
from crash site, from UFOs crashing to Earth before, that's how they've been able to reverse engineer.
And it's why our development is so exponential, right? As a human race, you think where we were in 1920, right, and things were basic. Now we're in 2020, and I mean, look what we've done in 100 years. Human beings have done a heck of a lot in 100, even in the last 50 years. Things have gone absolutely crazy. So it's getting exponential. Things are growing and progressing faster. So there's this narrative coming through from certain sections going, yes, there's life off this planet. Yes, we've had ships that are not of this world crash, and I mean, that was the New York Times article saying we've got them on film, we've got them on the radar, guys, here it is. There's things not of this world. Okay, so they say, therefore, we need our space program, and Donald Trump signed that order where they're going to set up another division now of the Defense Force, and it's all about space defense, protecting us, because they want to trade with us and we need to be strong as an army. They might want to attack us.
ETs want to trade with us. ETs want to attack us. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're putting that forward. And, they're going, so therefore we need a strong military. Of course, it's to protect our satellites as well. But, yeah, we're going to, if they come there, they might take our minerals. They might take our water. They might be too pushy in trade, or whatever this concept is. What I want to get to, guys, is that militarization they're wanting to continue and now have it to defend us in the space arena. So, to put it another way, first military was needed to protect us, you know, let's say just against the communists. Then military was needed to protect us against the terrorists. And then the militaries need us to protect us against the ETs, life off this planet. There's a lot of people with vested interests in keeping the military complex running, to keeping the war machine running. One of the biggest industries on earth are so much money. You think of all these countries with all these people working and paying tax, and the money goes into the budget, and within the top 3 things that they're expending their money on is military expenditure. There is vested interests on reframing this disclosure that yes, there is life out there on other planets. And guys, what I want to get to, the crux of it is, a lot of that disclosure has got nothing to do with the laws of the universe. And the laws of the universe are constants. And the laws of the universe talk about how when you raise your vibration up, you change the reality around you. What's going on around you is a reflection of what's going on within you. There's the law of vibration, how that then influences the law of attraction and what you have come into your space. So what I'm saying is they don't talk anything at all about how ETs, things not of this world, could come to us, help us to elevate our vibration. And guess what? There's no need for 3D concepts like trade wars. There's no need for wars of any kind, trying to conquer that or conquer this territory or that. That's old 3D ways of thinking.
Fear, control.
Instead of it's us against them, why couldn't it be us? Us as humanity, us as another species within this universe or the greater universe, all working together in harmony in a 4D moving into 5D type state of consciousness where all of us together elevate and experience the oneness and the flow and the connection that comes with higher states of consciousness. So when you hear people going to fear, they're out to get us. Yeah, they've been taking the cows. They've been doing this. They've been whatever they're doing. Like, a lot of that is getting framed and used in a way that could justify a certain narrative. So I want you guys to be aware of it, because for us, it's coming through strongly, right? And that's
Very
sort of like
strong.
the point we wanted to get to. More needs to be focused on really what this is about. The big picture is about us raising our consciousness. All the old 3D concepts of something's out to get us, we've got to fear, we've got to respond, we've got to prepare because it's all going to happen. I mean, I think that's the old, and I
It's all
think
fear.
the new is to embrace that we're all interconnected, not just as human beings, but as life throughout the galaxy. And I think as we work on ourselves, as we do the work, as we help one another elevate our consciousness, our experience with the connections with these beings that so many say, oh, they're benevolent, they're loving, there's so much grace and love. When they're in their presence, their vibration is so high, it affects me. People talk about how they change, how they have healings. I mean, they're not coming in and healing us and working on us and sending light and love and energy and downloads and doing channelings through people and helping to raise the vibration of humanity for no reason. It's to help us to reach this higher level of thinking. Anything you want to add on that?
That was good. So our galactic piece is pretty much on point, I think, because the old in the 3D realms of control, fear, pay your mortgage, you come to Earth to pay your mortgage and die. I mean, that's just all old. So, you know, we've raised our vibration. We've been able to open up these gifts and abilities to communicate with galactic beings, and you can do this too. The seed is in all of us. We just need to take that leap of faith and go forward and be brave and just follow the heart and get out of your head and just follow the heart. And we've been able to achieve this, and now we are really uncovering some truths of the universe, and it's such an exciting time to be here. I mean, there are lots of light ships here ready to help humanity heal and upgrade and activate light codes, DNA, cellular structures within all of us, and it is an exciting time. So We hope this video finds you well, and we'll talk to you again soon.